Oh man.
Fuck.
All right. We are live. Welcome to Pendragon 504.4, as in the fourth episode of the year 504. Let's quickly talk to the people we got here who are sometimes our players. We'll start on the right. Nicole. No, just kidding. Cyberbro, do you want to go ahead and give us, introduce yourself, friend?
All right, I am Cyberbro. I'll be reprising my role as Lucius Julius Juliana. Happy to be here.
Indeed. Happy to have you, friend. We'll go to Emily next.
Oh no. Hi, I'm Emily. I play Beatrice, and I am also happy to be here. I'm Lady Beatrice. I'm sorry. Lady Beatrice. I'm
Lady.
sleepy. I got it.
How dare you?
How dare me forget my own title.
And Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Rebecca and I play Owen. Lady Owen. Princess Owen, depending on the year. What time of year.
Understood. And I need people to join my Twitch stream, please.
Yes.
so that people can
please.
see that more than one person's in here. Thank you very much. All right.
I can.
Yeah, you can. It's okay.
No, I can't. If
That's what I
that's
said.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said you can, and I was like, Bob, I really can't. Not unless you want me to be on the stream.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's talk about the game. And by that, I mean, let's dive in, because we're going to continue.
Yeah.
It is now autumn. I'm drinking pop. So,
Pop.
It is
soda.
Pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soda pop.
It's
let's.
Pop.
Yeah. God damn it. All right. Totally
God
prepared
damn it.
tonight. What happened there? Rebecca
I
died.
dropped my phone.
Super
I was
professional.
trying to
We're super
log
professional
into-
high end
Got it.
stream.
Hey, guys, we're doing great.
Starting
You
an
got
hour
it.
and 20 minutes after. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
dropped my
fine.
dang phone.
My dang phone.
My damn. This
all
is
right.
it. This is what brings me.
This is it. This is all we're gonna do. We're not gonna actually play a game. I would leave too if I was watching this moment. So
Ow.
Ouch.
Damn.
Jesus.
So yeah, we're gonna pick up pretty much where we left off. Maybe as a quick recap, you probably have Mr. Eyes Go Blind in a cell somewhere, I imagine, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an advantage to that. He'll never see the yellow sign again.
Yeah.
Okay.
He will unseal it.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Now I definitely leave for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna
puns.
say if I were on the stream, gone.
If
Yeah.
it took one pun from me,
Yeah, pretty much.
we would have no stream.
All right. So we'll pick up. I'm gonna do a random thing.
Oh no.
5 days later. 5 days later. All right.
5 days later.
Yep. Who's this going to? How's this gonna happen? All right. Yeah. A messenger from King Cadwy comes in with a message for Olwen.
She
There-
will receive it.
Okay. There will be a gathering at Yule in Great Bridge once again in Bristol, and it seems written in a much more like frank way, so you can tell Cadwy didn't actually write it, and it says
This is to the point.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Effectively, all manor lords are to be present. All vassals of Cadwy are to be present.
It's
In the moment there is a bit of snowfall, which we'll say is 5 days later. How does that work?
hey.
The fog begins to dissipate back to normal. So it's like the effects of. Remember how there was that all-encompassing fog around? It's no longer that. And so you can see outside of the manor once more. Nothing surprising or out of the ordinary for what you see. It's just worth noting that's the scenario.
Great. I'll go find the rest of the crew and inform them.
Okay. Now that gives you about a month and a bit to prepare. I mean, to reach there. Is there anything you want to do with, like, maybe we'll you know what? We're going to take a note from other games that tend to skip time in a little different way. And we're going to go and ask people what they do, what they want to zero in on over the course of late fall to early winter. One specific thing. It can be a scene with somebody. It can be a overarching goal you're trying to achieve. You tell me. And maybe we'll start. I have a feeling Rebecca has a better sense than the others, so I'm going to start with Rebecca.
I think Owen wants to spend some time with Beatrice and potentially talk about Taliesin.
Okay. All right. So that can be done. Where do you want the scene to take place?
I imagine that she and Beatrice have some sort of idea of, they have some sort of predetermined play space where they meet, and the two of them, just talk mom stuff as well as manor things and let the kids play.
Mom talk.
Probably somewhere, yeah.
From
right?
Yeah.
You don't want Beatrice to be on any mom talk thing ever.
Owen is such a weird mom. she's so like doting and but yes, you should seek out Beatrice.
All right. We can have this take place probably at the apothecary, but why don't you roll a d10 for me, Rebecca?
I can do that. Ooh.
You sure you can do that? Just kidding.
You know how I said I was good with
Are
letters?
you sure about that?
This is a 1.
A 1. All right. Okay, roll me 2d100. And you can do that as the scene starts. We're going to go ahead. Actually, roll the 2d100 to begin with. This might tell us where the scene is being set.
98 and 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. So Olwyn, you're tracking down Beatrice, who's currently on the hunt for a a prize horse. Let's say one of your favorite horses got out, and Beatrice.
I'm looking for a prize horse, or she?
You are.
I am. Okay.
Yeah. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe. Well, I feel like
I have my favorite.
Yeah.
She worships the horse god. She has her favorites.
Right?
Yeah. So you find out
Yeah,
it got loose, and you're kind of going through the grove looking for it right now. Yeah. Or near the grove. I don't know if you'd go without escort beyond the...
Yeah, not without escort.
Yeah.
And I also have my child with me, so lousy with babies.
Lousy.
Yeah. So I mean, Morena's probably walking at this point. I mean, I hope she's walking. So
She's floating, actually.
yeah. So she'll kind of have Morwenna trailing behind her as she's and helping call.
Okay. So at this point, when you track down Beatrice, we can jump right to that scene.
Beatrice. Oh.
You do find it kind of
Hello.
out of place that you're finding her on the edge of, like, the grove,
You're gonna
right?
make me. I have to make a name for this horror
Yep. Sure do.
because I'm gonna have to say I'm looking for something.
You know what? Let's make this even more kind of purposeful. I think this isn't just Owen randomly. I think Owen and Beatrice agreed to meet somewhere, like in town.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
Beatrice no-showed, and then Owen's
Mhm.
tracking her down to the edge of the forest. And I think Cadrigan did one of those like boyfriend things or like husband things where Owen's like, "Where's Beatrice?" Oh, it just went that way. And muttered something about horse. I don't know. And he's like he's doing something else at the same time, so he's like not really
Sharpening
paying
his
attention.
dagger.
Yeah.
I feel like he
He-
has to have gotten
Hey.
to that point.
Lollygaggers,
Hi,
welcome
guys.
in.
I
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So, let's pick up with the two of you being there.
Bob, can you generate a Kimrick name, please?
A Kimrick name.
Or
I
one of
can.
us. Yes.
Romney
Worst name.
No.
No.
Do it again.
or
Do it
Fafonwin.
again.
Yeah.
Do it again. It's a boy horse.
Derwin or Gilletta. Fane.
Fane. I like Fane. We're
Fane
gonna
is
go
good.
with
I like
Fane.
Fane.
Okay.
I had to name a horse that was really. I like looked up online and it was like Shadow Flame, and I was like, no.
That horse
Warrior
has
cats,
really
but
high
for
heraldry.
horses.
Yeah.
Shadow
But that horse has crazy high heraldry. Look at
It
that.
knows Mark's heraldry for reasons.
That horse is not 1,000% alive with how worldly and prudent it is.
Right.
Got it.
It's one of Avray's favorites.
Yep. It's everybody's favorite horse as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, Beach has got, the typical mud on her shoes. Now searching for a horse, cursing.
Beatrice. Hello.
Hi.
You missed our meeting.
Yeah, Bane took down the fence.
Again. Goodness, he really is becoming the Fane of our existence, isn't he?
Damn it, Rebecca.
Disconnect. No.
It just leaves. Storyteller just leaves. Yeah. Did you want to speak about something?
Well, I mean, it's play night for the children, you know?
Kind of
But
look towards Morwenna.
Talison's
off in the
just
distance.
like messing around slightly behind them.
Sure that they didn't notice.
Well,
They see each other every day, Owen.
yes, but, sometimes, well, I don't know. They're getting older.
That does tend to happen.
But I think he's getting to the point where he's getting close to asking questions. I don't know what to tell him.
He's 2.
Yes, but he already speaks and
Questions like,
babbles
why is your
and-
mom
You're
evil?
not. He's not at least going to ask about this for a few years, Owen. He doesn't even understand what this is. He doesn't even know we're looking for a horse right now.
He's really smart, though, and he's
eating a piece of grass.
but
Too.
he's not eating bark. At least he knows that green is food most of the time.
Are you avoiding the fact that there's a war on our door?
Maybe.
Maybe.
But also potentially under the impression that that is the sort of thing that has been noted. And I want him to, with a war on the horizon, there's a chance that things will happen, and he, a 2-year-old, 2 or 3-year-old, being an heir, I want him to be legitimate. And questions might be asked. I don't know how to answer them. Truth is always so difficult sometimes when you know that, well, when you're not really certain that you made the right choice.
You're never going to feel certain you made the right choice. Because there is no right choice.
I love him, and I'm so happy that I have him. But I'm afraid of the consequences, I suppose.
Do you want my honest opinion, or do you want me to reassure you?
I want your honest opinion, Beatrice. I wouldn't, if I just simply wanted reassurance, I would wait for you to come around, wouldn't go trekking through the forest to try and find you. I'm scared. And there's not many that I would admit that to. I'm trying so hard to be brave in the face of it, and it's easy when I see all of my subjects and everyone and such around me. But when it's just me in the manor playing with Taliesin, I feel the weight of everything. And throughout most of my life, my entire life knowing you, you've always been the one who is honest without hesitation towards me. And I need that right now.
My honest opinion is that we can't save it. We can't stand against Cornwall. We were never going to stand against Cornwall. There's nothing Cadwy can do. He won't save us, and we certainly can't stand for all of Summerland. Your mother's not coming out here with an army.
No.
We bend the knee. That's my honest opinion. Summerland's done. It won't be a kingdom again. Our enemies are much bigger than us. It doesn't mean this disappears. But
Right.
I think we find the least distasteful option, the one that gives us the most freedom. And hope. I can tell you, I've thought more than once of just leaving. It'd be safer in the end. I'd be alive. My child would be alive. But I have people here.
Awareness test, both of you.
Oh. Just gotta scare us like that, huh? Well, that's fun.
I failed.
I think I need to restart my thing.
Roll 20. All right. Woo!
Yeah, we're doing great. I'm gonna try this again. If not, I have to reload the whole page. We're gonna see how it goes. Hey, that worked. Reloaded my sheet and it worked.
Did it? There we go. Okay.
like
I didn't see
Hey,
it for a
and
long time.
success.
You were like, did it though?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You hear Morwenna's like giggle, like a laugh, and you kind of turn around and she's not there. It sounds a little far away. Like
Start jogging.
you're just starting that instinctively, you start in that direction right away.
Yeah, instinctive go.
Yeah. As soon as Beatrice runs off, I think she'll try. Olwen will try to grab Taliesin
Yeah. This
and
is
pick him up. And
I established the last time I was counting in my head, or not counting exact time, but like the point where you saw Taliesin eating grass. Was from that point forward, there was no further mention of the kid. I was waiting to see because if anyone caught it. So, anyways, that's about the last time you saw. Morwenna was standing pretty much right beside him at that point.
Looking it in the direction.
Yeah. She tends to do this. Kids tend to do this. But it is the grove. Yeah. So you you start into the direction of the grove. What's Olwen doing while that's happening?
Grab. If Taliesin is still there, she's grabbing him and
he's there.
running off after Beatrice. Yeah.
Okay. Both of you kind of like come to a stop maybe 50 feet away, but like through the grove, so it's like you couldn't possibly see into here from your angle. You see Morwenna is standing on like there's like a bigger rock, like, you know, just sit there. So she's on it like this. She's got her hand reached out, and like just what she's reaching out to is Fane. Fane is just standing there right in front of Morwenna, the horse that you just named, which is not Derwin, Romney, or Fun.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Just to establish.
Pumpkin.
Beatrice is still going to go up to her, kind of clicking at Fane or like making noises at Fane to kind of not startle him.
Yeah, he's one of those, like, when he's not wanting to be a shithead, he's a wonderful horse.
Yeah.
But you can tell right now he wants to be so when he sees you, it's like whatever love he was displaying for Morwenna is not displayed towards Beatrice in this moment. He puts you know that look. Yeah.
Trigrain. Just be
Yeah,
like,
I imagine you came. Yeah.
motivation. A horse
You
was
know
out.
the secret to his heart. Yeah, he'll start
Figured
eating the
most
grain.
horses are
Yeah,
just
yeah.
food.
Yeah. And most humans, turns out, too.
I mean, yeah, same though.
Mhm.
I think she puts her hand out with grain in it, and when she gets close enough to Morwenna, she puts some in Morwenna's hand.
Morwenna looks at it and parrots what you're doing effectively. Yeah. Sorry, that was an interrupt. That's why that happened. Do you, if you guys want to continue the moment you can, otherwise we can see what the others are doing. We'll probably go to Cyberbro first because he's been off screen, and then we can come back to Beatrice for their scene.
No, I think that's a good place.
Okay. Cut over to Cyberbro. What would you like to zero in on for the rest of autumn and early winter?
I think Lucius, in light of the last mini feast around Yellow Sign time, he would be training. He would have been training Finnegan pretty hard, but I wonder is it like just harder than usual? I don't necessarily want to zoom in on that. One of Uther's men is here in Summerland. I forget his name. Was it Meliodas? Or no, was Meliodas the name of the nice knight?
Right.
Minodos.
Minodos.
Yeah.
Minodos. I think in between training sessions, I think at one point Lucius will be drinking with Minodos.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take you up on that. We'll assume that this is a time when Olwen's not around because she would probably try to intercept that. Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe after maybe 2 or 3 cups in, privately, of course.
Of course.
They'd be in a room somewhere. Lucius in his toga, looking, Roman.
Yeah, we can actually set this like, actually not in a room because he's more likely to avoid drinking around Olwen.
Yeah.
He usually tries to hide the drinking part and then shows up after he's drunk and usually pees in something or makes a mess of something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's
Tim
usually
Rouchman's favorite push.
Yeah, right. But yeah, we can say for sake of ease, we can just say this. You know what? This can be like. Did you orchestrate this, or did this by chance? Let's start there.
I think this is an orchestrated. Because how many in between scenes? Let's say this is over the course of, let's say, a month, a couple weeks, or whatever. He's been kind of just watching Minodos for a while, probably since he's gotten to Summerland and he's aware of who Minodos was. He's been watching him for a while just to get a feel for him. Like, okay, yeah, he's a drunk, but is he a drunk or just kind of drunk? Just trying to get a feel for him. So this would be the time where his decisions are made. Like, hey, I need to talk to this guy.
Yeah. Okay. You will find him. I'm just doing a quick kind of look through. I set something for you recently in the marshlands. And I've already done a scene in the grove. We're gonna say this like this is like Grandpa goes to smoke because he quit smoking, but you can find him over at like the same spot smoking outside. Just don't tell Grandma. It's one of those things. So there, the key areas around sort of Barrowcrest are the town proper, which we don't say the name anymore. The marshlands, the Barrow Vale, the Grove, and then there's hills as well. So this would be in the hills.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. We're in the hills. I'd find him and I'd have I'd come upon him.
He kind of like hides the drink, like sort of like.
I pull out a wine flask, like as I see him hiding the drink, I pull out like from behind my back a wine flask, and I say, "Room for one more."
Yeah, I'm going to test to see how intoxicated he is. Oh God.
Well, that's
Actually, I tested. No, you know what? That was a fumble on He's certainly drinking. We've established that already. But it was a fumble on indulgent. So he's just sipping and enjoying the drink. He's not...
Right.
Yeah.
Seems like a fine place to enjoy some wine. Do you mind if I join you?
He nods. You're 100% not being truthful. This is like practically Siberia out here, and it's like cold for snowfall. Like he's out here purely because he doesn't want to be under the watchful eye of Lady Olwen. So, aka Sauron. So
Sauron.
Yeah. He nods. Absolutely. Pull up a rock, he says. He's like, you know what? Here, you can have this stump. He gets off the stump, the tree stump that he sits on. Offers it to you.
No worries. You know, you've already established yourself on that stump there. This looks like a fine rock, and I'll push a rock over or something. You know, I'll take the rock. Prefer my seats firm. Yes.
I used to too, but my back doesn't prefer that as much anymore.
Yeah, I'll be there one day.
Time is a funny thing, you know.
It is. It really is. I don't think we've spoken much since I've been here. I don't think we have.
Julius, right?
Yes, Lucius, Julius, Julianus, Roman. We have a lot of names.
Yes, I spent a lot of time in America when I was young.
Oh, nice. Well, how'd you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty Roman.
Pretty Roman. You can say that about much of the known world. Pretty, at one point in time, pretty Roman.
That's
Not
true.
so much anymore. It's interesting. You know, when you're raised as I was, you hear a lot of stories about how the world was and how everything is changing, but we have to stay the same. It's interesting.
Well, I don't know what your Roman parentage taught you about Rome abandoning this island, but it happened. And they fell not long after. I like to think of it as God's punishment for their folly. But,
yes. What can you do? The changes of time. It was shameful to have abandoned the island, but the empire, what was left, needed directing, and sometimes hard decisions have to be made. I'm here for a reason. Because it's very cold out, and I'm in a toga right now, of course.
he nods. He says, I did notice the toga. I was about to ask you that. You're here to see me then? He looks kind of confused and a little bit like apprehensive. He's clearly not in a position of any authority at all, really, in Barrowcrest.
Of course, not necessarily. Well, you were one of Uther's men, were you not?
He winces at that. Yeah, sure was. You know, my brother was always a thinker. I was good with people. I mean, he was good with people too, but I was really good with people. Not fair to people. Just I knew how to manipulate them. I could make them do whatever I wanted. And I enjoyed it.
I'm not good with people at all. I'm not much of a courtly person. I'm not good with people. I'm too excited sometimes, too anxious. I just swing a sword very well. That's about it.
Well, that's all that you need to do as a knight, to be honest. Especially in these times of anarchy. Takes a swig of that.
I take a swig. Here's to that. It won't be
Cheers.
that way. Cheers, yeah, cheers. I don't believe it'll be a time of anarchy for too long. Realms are consolidating. Avalon, Cornwall, and eventually we're going to go east. Push the Saxons out, or they'll bend the knee. That'll happen one way or another. But the reason for me coming here is because of my mission here in Summerland.
He kind of cuts you off because I think he assumes that. And he says, if you've been brought here to try and convince Summerland to bend the knee to Inteliad, I'm not sure I'm really of any help. Lady Olwen is powerful, but she holds but one manor, and she's a Vavasaur, so she has a few manor lords that have bent the knee. Oh, that's not it. He kind of, because he's sober, he kind of realizes that he got that one wrong. He laughs at that too. He says, I seem to be losing it a little bit.
No, well, I don't think you're losing it. I think that would be the obvious reason you send a knight to convince the people of Summerland to bend the knee to Inteliad. But I wouldn't be the guy they send for that. That would be Gwydir, or maybe Sir Rain or Rune, one of the talkers. I'm not one of the talkers. You see, I've met like 5 kings thus far, and of those 5 kings, 4 of them I've expressly told a tale of how Sir Cormac there was a fairy, a fae woman, and she was trapped in a cage, and he pulled the bars apart, and I saw him do it with my eyes. I've told that tale in more detail to 4 of the 5 kings that I've met. Well, 3 of them. I think I fought one of them in one of our skirmishes. But that's neither here nor there.
You fought a king.
Yes. So he was on the field of battle. The 3 Cadloos. The 3 Cadloos.
The mountain men.
Yes. Fierce. It was fierce. I believe that was my first real battle. Interesting. No, I'm here, and I'm placing a lot of trust in you right now, but you were one of Uther's men, and I assume loyal.
He laughs at that, though, and he says, I should warn you that Uther's men are a great many things, but reputable as far as trustworthy beyond being loyal to that man. He looks away, says that's all they were. They were dogs, wolves, hounds, the king.
Yes, we have a we have a dog knight in Avalon. It's funny he calls himself the dog knight. It's a funny tale. I gotta get back to the point though. My ward here, Finnegan, we have in Avalon have reason to believe that he is Uther's son.
He tilts his head. You don't have Finnegan with you, though, do you? No.
Oh, no. Of course not. He's somewhere moving rocks around. I told him to move rocks.
Yes. He's playing Cadogan's up the game from dodge rock to dodge knife. It's a lot more high stakes. So, Minoto says, you must be joking. Merlin left long ago with that babe, and I was in pursuit of him for... Well, we all were for a time. We even rode through here once. My brother and I, and others.
Yes. And now the babe is a young man, not very good at hunting, but a young man nonetheless, who needs your help. I need your help. I'm a young man. I haven't lived a long life. I don't have a lot of regrets or anything. I haven't made very many mistakes, and this could be one of them. But I'm going to take a chance right now because I'm a good judge of people, and people can be good and bad. But in this case, I think your loyalty to his father will outweigh whatever darkness is within you. There are individuals after him, and I'm good with a sword, very good. But I can't be everywhere. And I have I have two swords, but two-handed sword fighting is unbecoming. So I need you to watch over him while he's here too. He doesn't know his parentage, and it's not my place to tell him. I'll reserve that for my king when my king decides the time is right. But if anyone's going to make sure he's safe, it's us.
Give me... I'm trying to think what to do here. Is this gonna be an orate roll for sure? I'm gonna give you a +5 just for the roleplay side of it. And then I want to know if you'd like to impassion with something to boost that further. Like either it's gotta make sense. It could be loyalty lord or homage until it could be anything that makes sense, basically. Could be appealing to his honor.
I'm probably appealing to his honor. So okay. I'll impassion with honor.
That makes sense. Okay. So
okay,
you get a
success.
+10 to your orate roll.
Right.
You didn't need, you did need it, actually. You would have you can take orate for that.
Oh, sweet.
He looks kind of shaken. Like he looks uncertain and apprehensive. And I don't think you've seen him like this. Like in all the time you've seen this man around, he's been a goofball, for lack of a better phrase. He might as well be the jester of Barrowcrest Manor, right?
Yeah.
But he shakes his head and says, "You know me then? Or did you hear about this? How do you know who I am? Aside from my name, of course."
Context clues. No one's expressly told me who you were and exactly what you did, but I've been around, I've been watching, and context clues, I would say. I'm not. I just listen very well.
It's a good trait. It'll serve you well. I was at St. Albans. I was there with everyone else who lived and who died there. There was the great feast in the hall, and the feast continued on all the way through the Bailey, all throughout the town. A victory over the Saxons, the death of Octa and Eosa. It was a great day. My brother, Menedalus, my twin, he did what he was supposed to that day. He went to the feast. I've shared a great many things. I chose to spend that night in the Bailey with one of the local girls. Everyone in that hall died. Every single person. Not me. Nope, I abandoned my post. They say a lot of things about twins, and many of them are true. I'm sure some of them are exaggerated, but when you live your whole life with a twin, and then they're gone, I don't know. What I'm saying is you've come to the wrong person. I didn't help one of them. Why would I help another, you know? He just looks away. What are you asking me to do? It sounds like you can tell that he's taking it seriously, but he sounds afraid of it. Sounds afraid of responsibility in general.
I'm asking you to be as close to the man you once were as you can. Your back hurts, and I'm sure there's something wrong with your knee. But as close as you can be to the man you once were, that's what I'm asking you. At least until we leave, until we go back to Avalon. Then if you want to drink your time away, you can. But at that point, you can at least drink the rest of your years away knowing that when duty called, you stood up one more time, and you were there.
Let me see the boy. I need to see him. I'm good with faces. I'll tell you if there's any Uther in him.
Oh. Well, come on. He's pushing rocks.
Okay.
We trudge through the snow. I am shivering. But yeah, we trudge through the snow. We see Finnegan pushing a large rock around.
I'm going to give you a tick to honor for that one.
Hooray.
For the appeal to his honor. And maybe a tick to just as well.
Hooray.
Roll a d10, good sir, when you can.
Okay, rolling a d10. Dice with 10 sides. 5. Sweet.
Okay. 5. Okay, and then roll 2d100.
2d100. And there's probably some ghosts or something around. 16 and 97. All over the place. You see a ghost. This is a spectral lady. She doesn't like you.
You find out that he's kind of finished up with. We'll assume that he was doing some training with some of the other knights. Sir Dogged was leading it, and Sir Dogged's called a stop to it. So you travel around town with Minotos. Eventually, you find him, and he's just finished helping, like, this old lady move a cart, and she's trying to give him something in compensation, and he's like, "Oh, no." He's like, it's getting awkward now. He's having to refuse too many times, so he's trying to just kind of slide away now. And what do you do? How do you approach this, Lucius?
Minotos just wanted to see him, not necessarily interact. So I don't know if I want to bring Minotos up to. Well, if he can see Minotos around, he'll probably just think he's just drunk or something. So I would engage into the situation. My lady, this is a young. Well, he would be he's being squired.
Yeah.
This is one of our squires. This is young Anakin, one of our squires.
She looks at you and she's like, "Oh, the Roman," she says, and she gives you a glare because you're in your toga and everything, right? And she wanders off. Yeah, yes. You can tell the people of Summerland have a very not positive view on the Roman people. So, Roman culture. Yeah.
I mean, I came into town. They were sacrificing a horse. I mean, it's mutual. It's mutual. Why? Yeah. Okay.
So
like Caesar was right in his books. That's what he just Gaul. He was right.
It was for spells though. Totally legit. Okay. So at this point, Minotos goes up to him. He kind of, it's awkward. He like walks up close to Finnegan, like 2 or 3 feet away. His eyes just narrow, probably squint more so because he can't see well. He's getting old, and he kind of goes, "Huh," and then he kind of walks back towards you and mutters under his breath. He says, "Those are his eyes, all right. Green eyes. Vibrant.
If you want to, he'll come of age one day. If you want to write a letter, I can give it to him when he comes of age. You probably knew his father the best, and I'm whispering this to him out of earshot for Finnegan. You knew his father the best, so it would be proper for you to do whatever your feelings are for the late. He'll have questions, and that would help him a lot."
Right. Of course. He looks like he's not even sure what to do next, right? But he just nods and says, I need the day. This wasn't exactly how I expected everything to turn out.
I try to give him my wine flask. I said, "Oh, dang, here's the wine." I try to give him the wine flask. Does he take it?
We'll find out. No, he doesn't. And so, what I had happen there, which went into his roles, is he's impassioned right now from what you did. That would have been a critical unindulgent if you didn't. So he looks at the wine. You know what he does? He'll take the wine and kind of, it's like Aragorn style, like moves it back into you. Like you think he's gonna take it, but he just kind of moves it back towards you. Yeah.
All right. I give him like one of those nods, like very like 1980s action, like very massive.
Yeah. There's the Dylan, you son of a bitch, handshake, arm,
Yeah.
wrist grip. Yeah. Love it. Okay.
One thing I do want to say to Finnegan, as we're leaving and as the scene's ending, I guess we can end on. See the pushing the boulders. That was good for your training. You could push that cart. I'm not. Yes, you didn't. You scoffed at me as we're walking away.
He's like, he's come to accept that training is strange around these parts. Because the worst part is I'm not sure that Cormac would disagree. He said.
Oh man.
Cormac's got him going on some CrossFit. He's flipping tires.
Running with big old chains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farmer carry, except for you're actually carrying farmers. One in each.
Yeah.
There's a constant montage.
Yeah. Yeah. Rocky music in the background. It's just one part of Barrowcrest. Actually, you walk into that area and the music's just always in montage mode. So
Exactly.
It's because of all the weird time stuff with Faerie.
Yeah,
Stuff
it's all
gets sped up.
Summerlandy. I'm gonna coin the phrase Summerlandy.
Mm-hmm.
Summerlandy. All right, we will move to Beatrice, which is your scene.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is very dumb. I would like to get in contact with my mother. Which is always such a grand idea. It always goes really, really well.
You remember some details recently, though, about your mother.
I remember what I rolled, but I don't. Beatrice hasn't gotten anything.
Okay. How do you want to get in contact with her?
She was gonna do the water thing. She's managed to do it, I think, once.
Okay. Yes,
but I don't know if
indeed.
it'll obviously work. But she doesn't know that, so she's gonna try.
Okay, I will take, before you roll, you're going to go about doing things, gathering what you need and prepping. I'll get your religion pagan test.
Okay.
I will take an energetic test.
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't know how that's gonna go regardless. Is
We'll
that two
find out.
fumbles tonight, by the way?
Fumble
one
counter.
of them was
One was
We're
an
at a
NPC.
one.
It doesn't count. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm the only one on the counter. I'm the counter, and I am the only one on the counter currently. Sorry.
Yep. Energetic
Alright.
was next.
Success on energetic.
And there we go.
There's something.
And then spiritual.
It's currently ticked. Wow. This wouldn't have worked in the first place.
It's gonna
That's
be
2 fumbles in less than 5 minutes.
something's gonna happen here. Is what's gonna happen.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. This wasn't one of my rocket fire spells, but it was still bad.
At least you didn't go 3 for 3. That would have been impressive.
I am glad that I didn't go 3 for 3, but good God, Beatrice is trying to stress me out.
All right.
She's gonna bring Cat again, so this is even better. Because last time she lied to him about whether or not she was contacting her mother, so this is gonna be great.
Right.
Yep. He's gonna love it.
So you go down, I assume, to the marshlands, probably the nearest body of water.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, you could set it up technically anywhere, but incorporating nature in spells is helpful.
Yeah, so she'll be in the marshes.
Okay.
With an escort. We don't go places by ourselves anymore. The escort's Cadogan. Cadogan is the escort. The singular escort.
Yeah. Do you are there any sacrifices for this, and do you have your acolytes with you or not?
She would have brought her acolytes. Sacrifice wise, it wouldn't have been anything as large as we've done prior. So like rabbit, sheep, something of the equivalent.
Do you remember the name of the spell? Like of the, I forget what they're called.
I don't know. So the ladies of the lake are the ones who used it prior. I managed to use it with the creepy lady.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. No, it might have been Nimue helped me. Somebody helped me.
Scrying, is it?
I don't have it though, is the thing.
I don't think it's called.
I think it's
called.
It's not Sacred Space.
No, it's not. You should have it on your sheet. Is Sacred Space the only one? What do you
don't have any. I have Dispel, Divination, Glamour, Healing, Sacred Space, Summon Fairy Creature, Protect, Necromancy, Banish Fairy, Blessing.
I don't remember.
Have I just done this and not had the spell?
Oh, last time I don't think we. I don't think you performed a spell. I think you went down to the water that you escaped out of, right?
It wasn't the one that I escaped
travel?
out of.
Is that what it was? I think it was like travel or something.
I don't.
Do you have one called travel on your sheet?
No, I listed them. I got nothing.
Oh.
So I may have done this and not even had the spell. This might not even matter.
Yeah, travel. Travel's the one you should have on your sheet.
Should I have it or should I not?
You should, but not very high. So write travel down, and then put it at. I'm gonna assume like a 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
We'll give you a 2.
Oh, thanks for the tip.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
With the sacrifice and the acolytes, you're gonna have a +6.
I'm tempted to impassion myself. But that frightens me. With how these rolls are going. Okay. We're going, Bob, you're gonna love this. This is your favorite. You've been waiting for this.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and impassion, and if it goes the way these rolls are going, you're going to get what you wanted this whole time. Which is me being absolutely terrified of fumbling.
Sure.
Oh, for Christ. Thank you, Rhiannon. Sorry, Bob. So that gives me... What?
That'll give you 7. 8.
7 total, yeah?
8.
8 total. Success. Those fumbles are gonna come and bite me in the butt. But at least it's not all fumbles.
You see your mother. Her visage shows up in the water. But you see her arms folded kind of gently over her torso. She sleeps peacefully, but you can tell she's not sleeping. And you know in that moment, I think you sense it, that your mother is not with you anymore, not in this realm. The rest of the realm begins to, like her scene begins to kind of open up, and you see this dark and almost like barren wasteland. She rests on an altar. What do you want to do?
Throws a rock at the water.
Okay.
Just stand up from where she is.
You take a rock in your hand, and you stand up, and you go to throw the rock. Give me a dex roll.
It goes nowhere.
Let's see what this looks like.
I'm still impassioned. Hey!
Hmm?
No, not the creepy music.
You throw the rock in the water, and you actually watch it land, and it kind of lands on your mother in the scene, and then it slides off.
Start
And then you
backing
see
up.
your mother's eyes flutter open, and she moves to stand up.
I'm backing up and I'm motioning for acolytes to come with me.
Okay.
Like, back up. Everybody back up. Kind of.
Okay. Immediately, a number of skeletal hands come reaching out of the water all at once. I'm going to give you a dex roll with that already existing dex. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to assume that you're going to just try to dodge this hand. So you can give me a +5 to your next dex roll, so you can't fail.
Plus my other. Okay.
Yeah, plus your...
Great.
There you go. That's what you wanted. You dodge out of the way. Now I want you to make 2 d20 rolls for your acolytes.
Yay. We got. Well, then maybe I don't say that too early. You got it, guys. You got it. 13 to 12. Come on, little buddies.
One misses outright. The other scrapes at your other acolyte's ankle and draws blood, but otherwise they manage to pull free.
Yell to Cadwin to get them out of there.
You get a better look at this now. Give me a sight test.
Success.
Okay. You see the underworld. This isn't entirely new to you. You've seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that your mother has passed, and clearly that's where she is now. What's surprising to you a bit is that she still has power there. Those hands, you see almost like a little guard contingent of skeletons that kind of move to stand guard over her now that they've failed to reach out. They do not exit the water, though. It's not Samhain. Now's not the time for the dead to walk.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sense of your religion and your spiritual role here, because I think a fumble's got to be more important.
Oh, yeah.
The question is, do you grieve your mother because it's unresolved? Because this is now her being on the other side.
I think she does.
Okay. So
I think
to
it's
make
more
this
anger than anything, but that's Beatrice.
indeed, I think you find yourself out of tune with sight for the rest of this year. Out of tune with your spells altogether.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like it's not even like, oh, I can't do it. It's like, I can't bring myself to do it.
Can't bring myself to, yeah.
So it just stays with you in a haunting fashion. I know that's not as extreme as exciting, but your dice were very good at dodging any threat I could throw at you. So I'm not going to keep forcing
It's
things.
okay. I'm not going to argue with my dice on that.
Yeah, your dice giveth and your dice taketh away. So is there anything you want to do in that last moment? I think Cadogan comes over. Hold on, I do have something to add to the equation in that regard.
Yep. And
you could totally poo-poo it if you want, but I had to at least throw out option number 1. So this is option number 1.
Oh, I have to vote on what his. Oh God. No, okay, so that's option 1.
Yeah, that's all you get for now, but I can keep going later. Yeah. So
okay.
That's him with the salt and pepper coming in a little bit. Look at that. Yeah. So you think about it. We'll get back to that. I don't want to ruin the mood too much, but he comes over and he just shakes his head and he's like, "At least you had the sense to come here, not alone this time." Seeing the skeletal hands try and grab at you once more from the water.
Yeah, that somehow went worse than I was expecting, so.
Does that mean she's gone?
As gone as she'll ever be. She's dead.
Suppose that doesn't keep anyone away around these areas.
No. It also means I'm in a lot more trouble.
Did you talk to Olwen about what you'd mentioned to me?
No. Well, Rebecca, did I tell Olwen about the goblins?
I can't remember if we talked about it in character. I think it might have been very briefly.
Okay.
I do remember like doing giddy Olwen, ooh, I could have goblins laughter.
Yeah,
I don't recall if that was mock role play or real.
Yeah. Not to the extent that I wanted to. Olwen's very afraid right now. Her homeland's dying.
So
but I don't know what they'll do if I don't.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, I'll try something else. I have all the time that Cornwall lets me.
Yeah, of course. It's just... I'd hoped that we wouldn't stay and fight.
I'm trying to convince her not to.
He nods.
Even if we do, you should take Morana and go.
I'm sworn to Olwen. I can't leave unless she goes.
You know I'm not going to let you stay, right?
If anyone needs to leave in that moment, it should be you. And Morwenna.
Olwen needs to leave. If we're going to live.
I suppose we'll find out more in Great Bridge.
What will he really do in the end? I know Cadway. He doesn't
Indeed.
have another army hiding somewhere. I don't know a lot about war. That's more your area of expertise. But the numbers aren't looking good.
No. With the way they rolled through the south, it's just a matter of time.
And we get Olin to leave.
If we can convince her.
I'm pretty convincing.
Are you going to curse her or...
I meant in general. I don't know if I should be offended by that question.
Well, I simply had to ask.
I mean, have I cursed anyone since you met me?
That I'm aware of directly. A lot of the villagers seem to blame you for their dead cats and
They blame me for everything.
the weather. You know, they used to just call you the young apprentice, but now they call you a necromancer when things go wrong.
See, but the thing about that is that they've never seen me do it. Because I never have.
Doesn't take doing for rumors of a necromancer to pop up.
Well, they're thinking of my mother. Not me.
Indeed.
Well, let's go convince Olin and not curse her.
Perhaps on the trip to Great Bridge, we'll have the opportunity.
Yeah. She'll do it if for nothing else than Talison's sake.
Indeed. And with that, folks, we'll close for the night.
Oh.
Our nice little cozy session. Not go too long. Keep it simple, short. For those that are watching, if you're a regular watcher, viewer of the show, we'll be attempting to shift things down a whole hour, down to 6:30 Pacific. We'll see how that goes. Basically, I will get everything done before I come back to the house. Shovel food in my mouth and we'll play. It won't be the only time I do that in a week, so it should work fine. it will help me in the long run with sleep. So I'm good with that.
Agreed.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around. We're gonna do some outros. Let's just chat with our crew here, and then we'll be back with Nicole back in the swing of things for next time. Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I played Lady Owen. And yeah, it was a nice, fun little quick session. I enjoyed it. Little vignettes moving some things along. Good time.
Indeed.
So join our Discord. We have a Discord. It's really fun. You guys should hang out. You can have notifications of when we go live and other projects such as a cool vampire game that I'm a part of with other people on the stream that happens on a different channel, Catch Me Out, and it's a good time. I'm really loving it. It's a great time, and you should come. We just played episode 6, 5, one of them. But yes, lots of fun. Hot vampires.
Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I played Beatrice, and this was a very fun, cozy session. I played Lady Beatrice. Ooh, I'm off my game tonight. I also, the fumble counter was at 2, and I was the only 2 on that fumble counter, so doing great.
Still in Nicole's shine here.
Yeah, well, it had to go somewhere, and it was me before it was Nicole, so.
And Cormac was mentioned, so I feel like that might have
probably
that might have influenced.
Yeah,
the guys were just like, huh, where?
Yeah, it's like whenever we draw on Beatrice's mom, it just creates evil things.
It really does.
Cyberbro.
All right, I am Cyberbro. I was playing Lucius Julius Julianus. Happy to have played, and put our faith in Manotos.
Yeah, oh my god, that was so
That was a
good.
very cool scene.
Such a good scene.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I didn't expect that. It was a fun scene. So,
that was so good.
Yeah, it really was.
My boy.
All right, I'm Bob. I run Pendragon on this channel. Please follow if you like this content. We have all our backlog on YouTube. We're on the Sunday game. We're nearing 100 episodes very quickly.
Woo!
And we're nearing probably like 70 or so on this one, so it's getting up there. These games all cross over into the same setting, and we have lots of guests and friends. Hey, thank you very much, friend. Thanks for following. We're gonna go ahead and raid out tonight because we do have a few viewers. I found someone to raid. They are the super secret late night stream. Woo!
Ooh, that sounds fun.
That alone makes me want to raid them, just that name. I feel jealous that I didn't come up with that name. So, All right, and we are almost ready to raid out. I'll let you know when we're good. And here we are. Bye-bye.
Until we raid.
Bye.
And